Friends, welcome to Adarsh Vidyalaya Matriculation online class. Today let's study about human reproductive system. All living organisms have the ability to reproduce young ones of their own kind. This process is called reproduction. In human beings, male and female are visibly different in physical build-up, external genital organs, and secondary sexual characters. The reproductive organs are divided into primary sex organs and secondary sex organs. The primary sex organs are responsible for the production of gametes and the secretion of hormones. The primary sex organs are gonads, that is, male primary sex organs are testes, female primary sex organs are ovaries. The secondary sex organs includes the genital ducts and the glands which help in the transportation of gametes. Both the male and female reproductive organs become functional only after attaining sexual maturity. Males attaining sexual maturity at the age of 13 to 14 years, females attained at the age of 11 to 13 years. This age is known as the age of puberty. During this age, hormonal changes takes place as well as the secondary sexual characters are developed. Secondary sexual characters means the development of breast and the widening of hips, etc. in females, the development of beard, moustaches, harsh voice, etc. in males. First, let's study about male reproductive system. In human, the male reproductive system consists of a pair of testes, scrotum, vas deferens, urethra, penis, and accessory glands. Testes. A pair of testes located outside the abdominal cavity in males. The testes are male gonads. These produce male gametes, that is the sperms. Gametes are nothing but sex cells. The male gametes are sperms. So these testes are responsible for the production of the male gamete sperms and secreting the male sex hormone testosterone. It is also called as androgen. Each testis is made up of numerous small tube-like structures called as seminiferous tubules. These seminiferous tubules produce sperms. The sperms produced by the seminiferous tubules are temporarily stored by epididymis. These epididymis are small coil-like structures present in the testes. These epididymis stores sperms temporarily. Scrotum. The testes are located in a loose pouch-like sac called a scrotal sac. This scrotal sac is divided internally into right and left scrotal sacs by a muscular partition. This also contains many nerves and blood vessels. The scrotal sacs is located outside the abdominal cavity. The reason is for maintaining low temperature than the normal body temperature. For the formation of sperms, low temperature is necessary. So, the scrotum is located outside the abdominal cavity where the temperature is 1 to 3 degrees Celsius lower than the normal body temperature. So, the scrotal sacs acts as a thermoregulator organ. Thermo means temperature. It is regulating temperature, low temperature for the development of sperms. And it provides optimum temperature for the formation of sperms. Next is vas deferens. The vas deferens or the straight tube, it carries sperms from the epididymis to another organ called as seminal vesicle. A pair of seminal vesicle is present in male reproductive system. This seminal vesicle produces a liquid called seminal plasma. This plasma contains rich amount of fructose, calcium and enzymes. The fructose is a source of energy for the sperm. The vas deferens along with the seminal vesicles join to form ejaculatory duct. The vas deferens and the seminal vesicle collectively called as ejaculatory duct. This ejaculatory duct in turn opens into urethra. So the sperms are produced in the seminiferous tubules of the testes. From the seminiferous tubules, the sperms are temporarily stored in the coiled tube-like structure epididymis. From the epididymis, the sperms are carried through this vas deferens and it enters into the seminal vesicle. In the seminal vesicle produce the seminal plasma. Along with the seminal plasma, the sperm is floating in a fluid called as semen and joins into ejaculatory duct. This ejaculatory duct in turn opens into urethra. Urethra is a common passage for the excretion of urine as well as the releasing of sperm cells. Some accessory glands also associated with this male reproductive system. They are seminal vesicles, prostate gland and Cowper's glands. These glands also secreting some secretion and form seminal fluid. The sperm is mixed with the seminal fluid and forms semen. This semen fluid provides nutrition as well as helps in the transportation of sperms. Next, female reproductive system. The female reproductive system consists of a pair of ovaries, oviducts, uterus and vagina. The ovaries are the primary sex organs. Let's study one by one organ clearly. First, ovaries. These ovaries are almond shaped. A pair of ovaries is located in the lower part of the abdominal cavity near the kidneys in females. These ovaries are the female gonads. They are producing the female gametes, egg or ova, and secreting the female sex hormones, estrogen and progesterone. A mature ovary contains large number of ova in different stages of development. So, a pair of ovaries are located in the lower part of the abdominal cavity. These ovaries are the primary sex organ, are also called as female gonads. These ovaries are secreting the hormone estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen is responsible for the secondary sexual characters in females. Progesterone is responsible for the implantation of ovum in the uterus during the pregnancy time. Next is fallopian tube. This is the fallopian tube. A pair of fallopian tube originating from the uterus, one on either side. The terminal part of the fallopian tube is called as fimbriae. It is a funnel-shaped structure with finger-like projections. This fimbriae is lying near the ovary and it helps to pick up the ovum which is released from the ovary and push it into the fallopian tube. This fallopian tube is also called as oviduct. Fertilization takes place in this fallopian tube. Next is uterus. Uterus is a pear-shaped muscular hollow structure present in the pelvic cavity. It lies between the urinary bladder and rectum. The development of fetus occurs inside the uterus. The narrower part of the uterus is called as cervix. The cervix leads into vagina. The uterus narrows down into a hollow muscular tube-like structure called vagina. It connects the cervix and the external genitalia. It receives the sperms and acts as birth canal during the childbirth. So, in female reproductive system, a pair of ovaries, oviducts, uterus and vagina are there. Ovaries are the primary sex organs. Ovaries are responsible for the production of female gametes, that is ova, as well as the production of female hormones, estrogen and progesterone. The terminal part of the fallopian tube is funnel shaped with finger-like projections called fimbriae. This fimbriae pick up the ovum which is released from the ovary and push it into fallopian tube. Uterus is a sac-like structure present in the pelvic cavity. In this uterus, the development of fetus takes place. Then lower part of the uterus, the narrower lower part of the uterus is called cervix. This cervix leads into vagina. Vagina is a passage receives sperms as well as it acts as a canal, birth canal during the parturition. Parturition is nothing but childbirth. Do you know? The sperm is the smallest cell in the male body. A normal male produces more than 500 billion sperm cells in his lifetime. The process of formation of sperms is known as spermatogenesis. And ovum is the largest human cell. The process of formation of ova is known as oogenesis. Home fund. Draw and label the female reproductive system. Explain the male reproductive system of human. Thank you.